come in, Miss Syra.
Good afternoon, Tal.
Good afternoon. How has your day been?
It's been good. I'm a little tired.
Okay. So, I understand that you don't want to be on camera this time, and that's okay. I get it. Before we start, I do have to let you know that everything we talk about is confidential. Uh, Basically, confidentiality means that whatever we discuss here is between you and me, unless you talk about hurting yourself, or you talk about maybe hurting someone, or you talk about maybe someone is trying to hurt you. Those three things I would have to share. But other than that, everything that we discuss is strictly confidential, strictly between you and I.
Okay.
So, what does confidentiality mean right now?
It's between us, but if, like, I want to kill myself, or I want to kill somebody else, or somebody trying to kill me, then you have to tell somebody.
Or somebody wants to hurt you. Okay,
Yeah.
very good. Once again, this video is just for my classmates and my professor. They're mostly interested in seeing the way I interact with you. So you don't have to worry about, saying something wrong, or, my professor saying anything. She's watching for me. So be yourself, be comfortable, and we're just going to talk.
Okay.
So tell me about your day.
It was. It wasn't all bad.
It wasn't all bad.
No, cause I have to wake up at 5 o'clock every morning, cause school starts at 7:30. So I have to get on. I have to walk to the bus stop like at 6:20 something. And so it just wasn't a day. Cause like this girl, she made me mad, and like, cause we're not cool no more, and she just keep testing me, and it's just. And then we're on the same dance team, and so I'm not trying to get kicked off because of her. And then she's not supposed to be on the dance team, but
Okay.
I want to talk about that too.
Okay. So let's recap so I can make sure that I'm still understanding what you're saying. The last time we spoke, we talked about friends, and we talked about you having two girls that were kind of living a little bit differently than you. They were using some language they shouldn't have been using, and they were maybe starting a couple fights, and your name was starting to get in some of those things. And I had you do some activities about what you wanted in a friendship and what was important to you. And I said that when you came back this time, we would talk about that as well.
Yeah, that's going well.
That's going well?
Yeah, they said they understand. They said they're gonna change because
They
they've
did.
been what's that word? They were like trying to help themselves change. So
Okay.
me telling them that like really helped them.
So what did you tell them after our meeting?
I just said like I want better for y'all, and like I just don't want y'all like y'all being viewed as a person. I don't want it to be negative and stuff.
Okay. And how did they react to that?
They understood me, and they just said, yeah, I'm gonna change because that's not like looking right on us. And like if we wanted to like go do something, they'll be like, oh, that's them girls that always want to fight and stuff. So they said they're changing for themselves, and they thank me for caring enough about them to tell them.
That's wonderful. Have you been able to see their change?
Yeah.
So in regards to those two girls, things have gotten a lot better. That's wonderful. That's great to hear.
Yes, it is.
So you said that you wanted to talk about something else.
Okay, so this girl named Kia, we've been friends for however long. But I don't like her no more because how did this all start? Okay, so beginning of school, like we weren't really close, but then she started like talking about me and some of my friends, and so we're like, why are you talking about us and stuff like that? And then she wanted to fight us and stuff. I'm like, what do you like? She just get mad over little things, and so then she's on the dance team, the drill team I'm on at school, and so she like she makes it. She try to make herself noticeable. Like she try to show out, and like in front of me, just to show out, like just to be seen. And so it's like you don't like me, you don't like none of my friends. You blocked all of us on Instagram, and it's just like you want to fight us and having these arguments for what? Like I just don't understand. And then I don't want to get kicked off the dance team because of her. And then, cause she's been in 3 fights, and I heard if you get in,
It's okay. Take your time.
if you get in any fight, you're like you can't be on the dance team. And so I feel like she went and lied about the situation, and I'm like, why is she still on the dance team? She had about 3 fights, so she probably went to a lot. She probably went to the coach and lied and said that they were bullying her or something like that.
Okay.
But it's just ridiculous. She's like she should. And some other girls got kicked off the dance team because of the fight, but she's still on it. I'm just not understanding.
Okay. So her name is, you said, Lakeisha.
Lakia.
Lakia. Her name
Yeah.
is Lakia. And you guys have known each other for how long?
For I guess 2 years, 3.
Okay, like 2 or 3 years. And y'all were friends for 2 to 3. You guys were having friends. Is that what I'm hearing you say?
On and off, cause she been talking about me since last year. So
So you guys are friends for about maybe a year, year and a half,
yeah,
and then she started saying some things
yeah,
about you.
yeah.
Okay. So you guys haven't been friends since last year.
Mm-mm.
Okay. And this year school starts, and she starts talking about you and your friends.
Yeah.
Okay. So have you said anything to her?
No. Because it all started. Okay, so on Instagram, it's like I don't know. It said you're not from your middle school if you blah blah blah. And so one of my friends, she posted. She said you're not from Bird if you didn't know Lakia was like a little thought or whatever.
A little what?
A little thought.
A thought.
A thought.
What is a thought?
A thought. A thought. It's like she just gets around. Like her name gets in everybody now. Like
So thought stands for your name gets around.
thought.
You can be comfortable. You can say it.
Okay. And
This
then
between so thought means you.
like you a 3-4. Like
You're 3 or 4. Okay.
And so like
So one of your friends put on Instagram,
it was
which is a
just,
social media website, that
Yes.
said,
and like it was just a fun night, and like everybody thought it was funny. Like it wasn't meant to hurt nobody. It's just like a throwback Thursday. Like you just going back, remember what happened in middle school. And so I guess she didn't see it till like the next morning, cause like this didn't end till like 2:00 in the morning. So I guess she wasn't up, and so she didn't see it till the next morning. And so she came at one of my other friends, and like she is focused on basketball, and she came at her talking about she wanted to fight her just because she commented on the picture and laughed.
okay.
And so the other girls, she said, you're not gonna come at her like that because she's not even a fighter, and she try to focus on basketball, and why would she fight you when she want to be a basketball player when she grow up? And so she said, I don't care, I still want to fight. Like she just got mad because she put laughing faces, which is really, really petty. Why would you even get mad? And so then she came up to him and Sade, and
Which were the 2 girls that we talked about before.
she
Okay.
came up to them two, and like saying she wanted to fight them and stuff like that, and saying meet her at her house and stuff all over a post. Like she was like, that's basically why everything is escalating now, because it's over a little post. And so then
So how did you get involved in this?
I'll get into that.
Okay. Go ahead.
And so, okay, I'm making a long story short. Okay.
No, take your time.
and so, she just came up to them talking about she wanted to fight them and stuff. And then, when she like came up to them, she just like, she said she wanted to fight. And so, I guess they fought one-on-one. I mean,
So Lakia and who fought one-on-one?
Heaven and Sade. Like, they all had their...
The two girls that, okay. So Heaven, Sade, and Lakia fight. Okay.
And so then her mom, like, this is at a game, like at our first game. And so her mom got out the car and started helping her fight them.
So Lakia's mom got out of her car and started helping Lakia fight Heaven and Sade. Okay.
So, and then people that were cool with Sade and Heaven, like, they jumped in because her mama was just like swinging and everywhere. Like, she had all, like, I guess they said she had stuff in her hands. Like, I wasn't there because I was sick, so I don't know. I'm just listening to what people saying, but I don't know if it's true. And so then after that, she went to the principal and lied and said that they came up to her when she really came up to them and just said she wanted to fight. And then they started fighting. And so then she on Instagram just talking all this stuff, saying that Heaven and Sade friends, all of them can get it too. And so I see the post, and then she started arguing with another girl, and I told the other girl, I said, just calm down. It's not even that serious. And then Lakia, she came at me and says, oh, this is none of your business. I don't even know why you commenting on my stuff. And I said, I'm not even talking to you. I'm talking to the girl I'm talking to my friend that commented. And she said, okay, but it's still on my page. And I said, okay, whatever. And then she said, so you think you all being bad and you think you a threat to me. And so I just didn't comment back. And then she blocked me on Instagram. She blocked me, Heaven, and a bunch of more girls. And so it's just, and now that she's on the dance team with us and some of the other girls, like, she just be like, she try to make herself known and stuff.
What do you mean she tries to make herself known? What does that mean?
She tries to do the most and like be an outcast in the dance class.
Explain that to me. What does that mean? She tries to do the most and she tries to be an outcast.
She's very loud. Like, she go to all of her house. She just, like, in the dance she do the most, and like when she mess up she start laughing and getting like off task, but we're trying to keep going with the dance.
So what does that mean when she dances she does the most?
Like,
describe that to me.
Like if we're doing like if we're doing one of her favorite parts, like, she'll do the most on it, and then the teacher say calm down, and she'll just keep doing it. Like, I guess she wants me to see that she's really nothing, basically. But I guess she wants me to see that she can dance, which she really can't. But I guess.
So on Instagram, which is the social site that everyone can see, she was talking about the girls. Another girl commented that was your friend. And then Lakia said, you know, all of Heaven and Sade's friends can get it. You told your friend on Instagram that it would be okay, or not to worry about it.
Yeah.
And then she commented on your Instagram post.
This was all on Lakia post that she had posted, and then one of my friends, she told Lakia to calm down. It's not even that serious. Okay. And so I said, don't even say nothing. And I just said to one of my friends that commented, I said, don't even say nothing because it's not that serious. So just leave it alone. And then that's when she came at me wrong, which, you know, I'm not gonna fight her because I'm not gonna get off the dance team because of you wanna be foolish.
Right, but this was all done on Instagram. And when did this happen?
This has gone on since September, the beginning of September.
It's almost a month.
She's carrying this out. so one day after school, like I'm walking to my friend's house because we have to go do community services, and so I'm walking. We're all walking to the apartment, and so we see her mom. We see Lakia get in the car, and her mom stops and calls us. Like she just starts cussing us out.
What do you mean cussing y'all out?
Like calling us broke bees and all this types of stuff, and then so
She said broke bees, or did she say the word?
she said the word,
Okay.
and so of course they gonna get loud and stuff, start yelling at the car, and so she came out the parking lot and like started following us, and she said, like she rolled down her window and stopped and said, project kids, that's why y'all gotta walk and stuff like that. And then meanwhile, while she's saying that, Lakia just in the front seat, just quiet. Like she not even saying nothing. Like she not even hyping her mama or nothing. So her mama is making it bad for her because she the one that has to come to school tomorrow and see all of us at school. And so we, after she did that, we thought she was gone. And no, here she come again at a stop at the lights or whatever. We're finna cross, and she stopping, honking, saying, "Y'all need to go home. Y'all jumped my daughter, and if y'all need to fight her 1-on-1." And like she did all that. So Heaven, she got out her phone to record her mama saying all that, but she couldn't get all of it. And we tried to get her license plate, but that didn't work. So Heaven called her mom. Her mom said, "Oh, we'll be at the office tomorrow because that's unnecessary. That she harassing y'all, following y'all and stuff." Mm-hmm. And so the next day, Sade mom came up there, Heaven mom came up there, and Lakia mom came up there, and they just went at it. Basically, it didn't have to get solved, and they thinking that Lakia is the victim, which she really not. But she started all. Well, she didn't start all of this. She started all the commotion. Like, we're getting mad over a little post. Like, they were talking about everybody. Like, but not in that way that they talked about Lakia.
So Lakia's mom sees you and your friends, which include Heaven and Sade and some other girls, walking home, and she calls y'all broke bees, but she uses the actual curse word, project kids, and she follows you guys. Okay. When that happens, someone needs to call the police or let an adult know. Okay? No one should ever follow you home. That's serious. So I know you guys are, kids, adolescents, but that could have gotten really bad, and that's something that adults shouldn't do. Adults shouldn't follow kids home, and they shouldn't, call them broke bees, and they shouldn't follow them. That's not right. So I would really advise you to let your mom know, your parents know, your principal, your APs. I know now, but that's not a situation that kids should be involved in. No adult should do that. That's not okay. Okay, that's not okay at all. And I am sorry that happened. Yeah, that's not good. Adults shouldn't do that. No one has the right to harass you. Even a kid, even a child shouldn't follow you and call you these types of names. You should report even if that happens. So even if another student says these words, just because they're a student doesn't mean that they can do this behavior. But when an adult does it, that makes it even worse. So report it. You guys are kids, so I understand that Heaven or Sade wanted to record it on her phone, but if that happens, you call 911. That can be scary.
And like I feel like it's over now because I guess they handled it in the office when the parents came up there. So it's just since I have her in a class, she is just, she's very eerie. Like, I just, like, I don't hate going to dance, but like knowing that she's in my class, it's like now my whole mood finna change. And then I don't talk to her nothing. Like my spots are nowhere close to her. It's just she makes herself noticeable. But I mean, it's good now. It's like the crazy thing is like when she get around me, she starts talking and like she just starts talking all this noise. But if I'm around Heaven and Sade, she just keeps walking.
What do you mean she starts talking noise? What does that mean?
Like she just keep like edging the situation on when it's already over. Like she say, "Oh, Zara, like these, like they keep talking all this stuff, but they don't want it.
They don't want it? What does that mean?
They don't want to fight."
Okay.
And I'm just like, I'm not finna fight you. Like you not worth it at all.
So is she saying your friends don't want it, or they don't want to fight? Or
All of us.
Okay.
When the situation is already over.
So she's trying to act like you don't want it either.
And like she got beat up about 3 times.
Have you let your dance teacher know?
Because she knows about her fights. I just feel like Lakia is playing the victim, saying that she didn't start the fight. But I'm like, I'm gonna just let it go. Because I shouldn't be stressed over her. So, I mean, it's all over with. All that I know of, it's over with. Heaven and Sade mom handled it, so.
But is Lakia continuing to talk to you about it and say things?
She's not talking about it. I mean, okay, sometimes it is me, like, I don't know. Like, I don't want to say I'm being petty, but yeah. I don't know. It's just funny.
What do you mean? Sometimes it's just you, or?
Yeah, sometimes it's just me. Like, I like be petty and just like, I don't know. I don't know how to explain myself. Like, I'm not petty, but like I wouldn't say I bring the situation back up. I'll just say like, I wouldn't even say her name. Like, I don't know what I'm trying to say.
So are you saying that sometimes you do bring it up?
No, I don't bring it up.
Okay.
I try not to. I don't do that.
I'm trying to understand what you mean by sometimes you can be petty. I'm trying to get an understanding of exactly what you mean. Can you try to explain it a little bit?
Like, I'll just say stuff to see if to see if she'll say something. Cause it's like, it's certain points, like if she around a group of her friends, she'll act all big and bad. But if she just by herself, she really wouldn't do nothing. Like, she'll just keep walking. And so she makes a scene. Like, it depends on who she's with and how she will react.
So what are the kind of things you say?
Nothing bad.
Nothing bad. But so you're saying these things to see what she's gonna do.
Not to see what she's like, just to see how she react. Cause she treats me like I'm just a nobody. But when she gets around Sade and them, she just quiet. Like, she think I'm not gonna hit her or nothing. But if you like hit me, yeah, I'm gonna hit you. You don't want to fight.
So what I think I hear you saying is because your two friends fought her, you know, she doesn't necessarily say things to them. But because you haven't fought her and you may be a little quiet, then she says things to you because
like
she doesn't.
takes me takes me as a joke.
How does that make you feel that she takes you as a joke?
I mean, I really don't care. I don't care how she takes me. I mean, if she keeps talking and it gets to that point, I'm just gonna like confront her and like, do you have something to say? Get off your chest.
Well, I want you to know that you are not a joke, and that deciding not to fight is the right thing to do. So I don't want you to feel like because your friends have fought her and because you don't or you won't, that you're nothing or you're a joke. That's actually the more mature thing to do. So I want to read some things to you. I was going to do this in the beginning, but I think it's appropriate now. I'm going to read you some things, and I just kind of want you to tell me what you think about it. Just be yourself. Let people see the real, imperfect, flawed, quirky, weird, beautiful, and magical person that you are. What does that mean to you?
Like, don't try to hide yourself under something that you're not.
Yeah, just be you. So when these girls are saying things to you, be you. That's okay. It's a good thing not to fight. Last time we talked, you told me you had goals, you had things you wanted to do. Remember those goals, because if you fight, it could cost you, being kicked off the dance team, or, maybe not being able to do something else. And most importantly, it could cost you your character, Okay. No one can make you feel inferior without your consent. And that's by Eleanor Roosevelt. I'm going to read it again. No one can make you inferior without your consent. What does that mean to you?
What is inferior and consent?
Inferior means less than, like a joke. And consent means they need your permission. So no one can make you feel like you're a joke or you're nothing without you allowing them to. So Lakia and some of these other girls, they can only make you feel a certain way if you allow them to, which is what this quote means. Always remember, you are beautiful, you are worthy, you are important, you are special, you are unique, you are wonderful, you are talented, and you are irreplaceable. I'm going to give you this one. I want you to hang this on your mirror in your bathroom and read it to yourself every day. Those words. You're important, special, unique, wonderful, talented, and irreplaceable. Yes. So your friends that are making some bad decisions, fighting, is Lakia right in saying these things? No. Was her mother right? Absolutely not. That's unacceptable. But going on to someone's Instagram and calling them a thought.
Not thought.
Oh, I said it wrong?
Yes.
How do you pronounce it?
A thought.
A thought.
A thought.
Thought.
Thought. Yes.
Calling them that word, which means a 304.
I didn't call it that. I didn't make the post. I just laughed.
But I'm sure Lakia is maybe hurting herself. That's embarrassing. So
she did that to herself. She ain't the one that made herself out there like that. But I mean, hey, I didn't make the post.
Which I'm happy you didn't. Right. No matter how badly people treat you, never drop down to their level. Just know you are better and walk away. I'm going to read that one more time. No matter how badly people treat you, never drop down to their level. Just know you are better and walk away. What does that quote mean to you?
Wait, read it again.
No matter how badly people treat you, Never drop down to their level. Just know you are better and walk away.
Like if somebody make you mad, like don't show that you're mad. Like don't make them think that they have power over you, and like just don't like don't go down to their level and make them think that you're right there with them, which you're not. You're way over them, higher.
Right. And better doesn't necessarily mean, oh, I'm so much better than you. But it does mean my character. If you choose to say these things about me, or you choose to try to fight me, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to be better than that. I'm going to walk away. Make sure you don't see yourself through the eyes of those who don't value you. Know your self-worth.
I heard that before.
What does self-worth mean to you?
Like self-confidence, what's that word? Like that we use for ourselves, like
Self-esteem?
yes.
Yeah. Self-worth, self-esteem. And that means, this quote, knowing you're beautiful, knowing you're worthy, knowing you're important, knowing you're special. I want you to read this one. No, I read it, but I want you to read it.
Always remember you are beautiful, you are worthy, you are important, you are special, you are unique, you are wonderful, you are talented, and you are irreplaceable.
Yep, and that's what knowing your self-worth is. That's what having that self-esteem is. That's what having self-confidence is. That's what it means when you can, encounter a girl like Lakia who doesn't think you're nothing, who takes you as a joke. If you know these things, you don't have to fight or say, words that you shouldn't say. Okay? And because you know you're beautiful and because you know you're worthy, I'm not saying don't have an Instagram, but sometimes you may have to stay away from the negativity. Because if they're using words like thought, I hope I said it right this time. Thought. They're using those words, not only do you want to know that you're beautiful and you're worthy and you're important, but you don't want to make anyone feel like they're a thought or they're a 304. Even if someone has done some things that maybe you don't agree with, you still don't want to make them feel that way. And even though you didn't post it, one of your friends did. So you can't change that, but staying away from it is going to reinforce your self-confidence and your beauty and your worthy and you're special. You're too unique to be on Instagram, commenting on 304s and thoughts. Okay? I'm going to do an exercise with you. This is a heart. Okay?
Wait, can I go to the bathroom?
Yeah, go ahead. So this is called a heart map, and it says a few of my favorite things. It says people I love, and beside it says red. Places I love, it's blue. Things I love, it's green. And favorite things that I love. So activities that you love. And you color that, and so I'm going to give you a red, blue. Things that I love is green. And then activities that you love is purple. And color those, and you can write people's names in it if you like, or places that you love if you like.
I just write it in one box for each one.
For each one that you want to do. Good. You want another purple? Is that purple?
It's violet purple.
Okay. I'm going to give you a definite blue. Give you a light blue. So you can see the difference. Here you go. You can use the violet purple. Yeah, and I could do one with you. So how are your grades?
Good. All A's and 1 B.
All right.
And then 1 B is in algebra.
That is algebra. How do you feel about algebra?
It's all right. It's basically the same thing, just more.
More.
Numbers. Just more numbers. Okay. Are we supposed to color it?
You can color it. You can write on it. I'm gonna color mine and then write the person's name in it.
Oh, okay.
Okay. You have food on there. What kind of food do you like?
I basically like, I don't like anything. But I like my mama nachos.
Okay. You have your brother on there and your mom. Shoes.
And then when you say places I love, then you like where I like to go, or like
Where you want to go, or just any place. Church.
yeah.
The movies. You like going to the movies?
Yes.
What's your favorite movie that you've seen?
my favorite movie like in the whole world, like just a favorite movie like I seen at the movies.
This is something you've seen at the movies.
What's that movie called? No Good Deeds.
Okay.
Tyler Perry.
No Good Deeds. Your mom, God, your dad, food, because you like your mom's nachos, your brother, shoes. Dancing.
Yes.
What do you mean talking?
Like I like to talk a lot. Like I just won't stop.
What's that?
Sleep.
Sleep.
I
Okay.
just stretched out.
You like to sleep.
That's everything.
Can I read it?
Mm-hmm.
So, you have other people's houses, your friends, your family, dancing, talking, food, movies, sleep, your brother, shoes, church, your mom, and God. I want you to put this in a special place. Just your room or your locker. And I want you to look at this. You know, these are the things that are important to you. I want this to be a reminder to you when things at school aren't so good, or when you have days like you had today, or when, you know, maybe a girl like the kid says some things about you that hurt. I want you to remember your favorite things. Dancing, talking, dad, the movies, your brother, shoes, church, your mom, God. These are the things that are important, Azira. Not
Don't
Not-
go back to the
not some of the words that have been said. Okay? And before we end, I want you to read this quote. We can read it together. Okay, you ready? Always remember, you are beautiful, you are worthy, you are important, you are special, you are unique, you are wonderful, you are talented, and you are irreplaceable. So you're going to hang this where?
in my locker at school.
Okay, and I want you to look at it every day. I have an assignment or some goals for you. Your first goal is to hang it up in a special place.
Okay.
And I do want you to, once per day, glance at it, read it, even if it's just for 20 seconds. I want you to really believe that about yourself. And then your second assignment is the next time we meet, I want you to come back with 10 awesome, positive, amazing things about you.
Okay.
We're going to talk about it.
Okay.
Okay? All right, you have a great day.
You too.